Okay, Scott, your box has arrived. A day early, in fact, so way to go, post office. So we're going to get you unpacked here and have a look and see what you've sent. All right. So, this has been your watch since day one. You have owned this watch, and that's really very cool. Super neat. I love that kind of history. So, wow. Don't see very many of these. At least I don't see very many of these. Okay, so you sent your watch and a few items. Let's get everything sort of squared away here. Make sure we're looking at the right spot. Okay. Wow, neat. This is a 1971 6106 7107. I don't know if this one has a nickname, but it's neat. It's a sport diver in that line. It's a water resist. Now you had mentioned that you got a crystal from. Yeah, that's correct. I didn't know that Spencer sold these crystals. But he does, apparently. Okay. Crown gasket, perhaps, and a case back gasket. Yeah, that looks pretty good. If this is what you want, this is what I will put on. Okay. All right. So, pretty sure that's right. Now, let's take a close look. Let's really get in here and have a look. All right. So again, this is from February 1971. Let's see if we can get the case back off. Oh yeah, that's easy. Now you've got some service history in here. So this is Dave was in here in 78, perhaps. Somebody else in 88. That's about a 10-year interval. All right, well, it looks clean. Definitely has not seen a great deal of moisture. Of course, it's hard to keep moisture at bay if you're wearing them and they have old gaskets, but this looks pretty good. Currently not running. I'm not sure why. Doesn't look like it wants to run. That's a little disconcerting, but not terrible. It might be that your hands are touching, but no, that seems all right. Okay. Well, the dial has a little bit of material here. Let me get my pointer. So you can see under here it's got some moisture, and the hands have seen moisture in the past. Now these are sort of they're not a shiny finish. They're actually kind of a brushed, almost a sandblasted finish, and you got your sort of faded orange second hand. Really neat looking watch with these big chunky markers. It's so cool. This UFO style case. Great looking watch. Very neat. All right. Oh, there it goes. Now it wants to run. So I do think that your hands are just touching a little bit, ever so slightly. I can see that your minute hand is up a little bit, and so when your second hand goes around, it's going to touch. Now that may have happened in shipping. It may just be, a little bit out of alignment. We're not really going to mess with it too much beyond just a really first assessment. cosmetically, I say, everything looks pretty darn good. I can clean a little bit. I don't want to take any of that brushing off of the hands, but I can clean up your hands just a touch. Otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward service. I'm going to check your mainspring arbor here just to see. Yeah, you got... Oh yeah, it's pretty floppy. Pretty floppy. So that's going to need the jeweling for sure, as we discussed in our email. But overall, 6106C movement. This is a nice 17 jewel. So your basic standard movement. It's basically the same kind of movement as in the divers of this era. It actually a little more of a complex movement in that it has a second complication. Don't have a case back seal as of now, but we will get you there. All right. Well, again, I'd like to be able to check the movement out. It looks clean, so I'm not going to go into too much other than to say it's correct, and is looking pretty straightforward. Yeah, everything seems to be looking okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. Well, Scott, thank you very much, and I will be in touch, and we'll move forward. Okay? I'll be in touch. Thanks.